Good day, class, and welcome to our mathematics class for today. Today we shall be looking at trigonometry. That's the topic for today, and the lesson we are looking at is the sine rule. The basics of trigonometry started with our knowledge of the Pythagoras theorem, which we've learned in our previous classes, and we know that Pythagoras rule is only applicable to right-angled triangles. That means we can only use the rule to solve problems involving right-angled triangle. Now, what exactly can we use Pythagoras theorem to do? It's just to calculate the length of the side of any given right-angled triangle. Now, suppose we have other triangles which are not right-angled triangle. If we need to calculate the length or even the angles in the triangle, then we need to employ other rules such as the sine rule and the cosine rule. Alright, let's start with the sine rule. By definition, the sine rule is the formula which is used for solving triangles which are not right angle triangles, I mentioned earlier, and in which either two angles and any side are given, or two sides and the angle opposite one of them are given. We'll get more clarification to this definition as we move on solving some examples on the sine rule. Alright, suppose we have a given triangle ABC. The angles are usually denoted at the vertices with a capital letter, and the opposite sides to the angles are represented by small letters. Let's take, for example, this triangle we have here. The angles we label with capital letters. That means I can label this triangle as A, B, and C. Remember, the angles are where the vertices of the triangles are. So we use the capital letters to denote those angles. Now, for the sides of the triangle, we use the lowercase letter to represent the sides of triangles. So the side facing this angle A we call small letter A, and the side facing this angle B we call it small letter B, and the side facing the angle C we call the small letter C. This is a conventional way of representing angles and sides in trigonometry. Now, if we talk about the sine rule, what does the sine rule really say? Let's look at the sine rule. The sine rule, we can also refer to this as the sine formula. It is taking the ratio of each corresponding sides to the what? To the angles. That is the sine of the angle of the corresponding side to its angle. So we can write the sine rule as sine of the angle at A divided by the side of A equals the sine of the angle at B over the side B, and as well it is the same as the sine of the angle at C divided by the side C. This is what the sine rule is all about. That means we're taking the ratio of any two sides with its corresponding angle and the sides of the other part of the triangle with the corresponding angle. So we are not actually using these three at the same time. We are actually taking two at a time. We can also state the sine rule as here we have the sine of the angle with respect to the side. We can also have it as the side with respect to the corresponding angle, that is the side A over sine of the angle at A equals the side B divided by the sine of the angle at B, and it is the same as the side C divided by the sine of the angle at C. So that is what the sine rule is all about.